right, locked and loaded. I'm gonna go for my big walk. So I'm taking, got the bow on the back here. It's gonna be like a couple miles. So, but I'm gonna sit there, I'm gonna glass and see what I can find. Well, I found my little glassing area here that I'm gonna be here probably for an hour, 2 hours. I basically got the wind like this. I've got a big fence post behind me, and I can see for miles throughout. What I like about this setup is the rolling hills. So I think to improve your chances of a stalk, if you could come in on them with the wind on your face, some behind you, I think you got a good opportunity, especially with these rolling hills here. A lot of ditches, a lot of cutouts. I've had some close encounters at this area before. All right, so I got a really good buck by himself. He looks like he's cruising, looking for maybe a first hot doe. So I'm gonna watch him for probably as long as I can to see if I can get him to bed down. If he can bed down, I could actually go around him, cut up, and come down on an angle, and I would still be good. So we'll see. All right, I said all that, and I got looks like a buck chasing a doe coming down the fence line. All right, I need to pack down. They're coming down this fence line. They are probably 2 miles down. It might be one that's in heat. That could be the reason why the other buck's on this other side here. So we'll see if I can get close. Plan was to take this ditch line down. They're coming, following the fence row, and I was gonna stick right behind this other little hillside, but they beat me to it. So they came through. I got some footage of him. She must be in heat. He's all over her. Anyways, wind was on my back. I couldn't get in closer. I was like at 160. So, but there's like a bunch of bucks and activity in the middle here. So I'm gonna go make sure my campsite's in. I'm gonna shoot my bow quickly at I think 50 yards, and then we'll have at her. So I'm at this high spot that I call Eagle Point, and so basically what I'm doing is I'm looking on the back side of where I was this morning. So I'm clear past all this stuff that's in front of me. I'm back probably a mile and a half. Didn't take me long to find a bedded group. Here's the kind of the setup here. Take a look. I think they're in an area I can still get to. I got to get to that pond. So my landmark is that tree, but if I get to that pond, I could literally take that creek line. The wind's going, it's in my face. We're going this way. So I think I'm gonna give it a try. I mean, it's 1:32, so I can get there, get back. You know, I still got plenty of time if I do botch it. So I got a good win. I'm gonna go for it. I got nobody else here, so. Right there's where they should be. Based off, I'm gonna put my pack over here, drop everything. I doubt I'll get any footage of it. I might try to run my GoPro above me, but I'm more into trying to kill one of these than anything else. So here we go. I got within 178 yards of the buck. There was another freaking doe, and she was like 50 yards from me. And she ran to them, got them up. So they didn't spook a mile though. They just kind of ran 500 yards. I'm gonna let them go. All right, well, so I shot one, and when I shot, looked like he loaded up, and I ended up hitting him further back than I wanted. Definitely guts. Arrow's covered with stomach matter. It stinks. So, but what I'm doing is I'm getting as high as I can, and I'm just looking. So he basically was feeding away from me. I had him kind of pinned down. And as soon as I took one more step to range him, he looked up. And when he looked up, I had my rangefinder and I was getting nothing but the weeds. So they started running. And so then I exposed myself and I ranged him and wouldn't pick up. And then I put it down and I said, he's got to be at 50, 60, right around there. And I ended up, I think, settling my 60 pin on him. And so when the arrow was flying, he basically loaded up. And what I'm doing is I'm basically binocking this whole area and hoping that I can see him either bed down or find him dead. I mean, when he ran, he looked like he was hauling pretty good. And when I found the arrow, I backed out right away. I might ease in here in a couple hours just to see if I can spot him and try to put another arrow in him, because I really don't want coyotes getting to him and I don't want him to spoil overnight. I should be far enough down. I got the wind in my favor now. And he should be on the other side of this hill. Oh, there he is. Got him, he went down. All right. Oh yeah. So here he is. Super pumped, super excited. So really tight rack here. He's got, I mean, he's well above his staggers and that, and spot and stalk. He's got the heart. Couldn't be happier. So I was nervous, so I shot him. I watched it was a low back hit, but he looked like he was going down, and I found him again, and he was basically bedded. He looked like he was going, and the coyote spooked him. So ended up finding him right here. So I'm super excited.